So atomic mass and formula mass, if at any time I'm going too fast, too bad. Sorry. Okay. So atomic mass and formula mass. And go. Calculator's ready, periodic table's ready, you're going to need both. Okay. Because the mass of a single atom is so small, a special unit called the atomic mass unit is used to describe the mass of an atom. We've talked about this before. You go to the periodic table, I say, what is the mass of carbon? You look it up on the periodic table, it says 12.011. What is the unit? Atomic mass units. Okay? It is a unit that has been developed to talk about the mass of an atom, hence the name atomic mass unit. Okay? Now, the atomic mass in atomic mass units for each element can be found on the periodic table. Again, this is a reiteration of what I just said. The sum of all the atomic masses of all the atoms in a compound is called the formula mass. Now, this does not have to be scary. This does not have to be hard, okay? So I don't want anybody stressing out right now. I told you guys this was a math chapter, and it is. And some of the math will get a little complicated, but not today. What is a sum? How do we get a sum?
Addition.
We add. Yes? Seriously. We're going to add. We're also going to do a little multiplication. But really, what is multiplication? Adding a lot. Yes? So, 6 times 2 is 12, which is the product, correct? 6 times 2, the product is 12. But 6 plus 6 is 12. They are the same, correct? Okay? So we're going to have to do some multiplication because it's easier. Instead of adding something 8 times, you just multiply by 8. Okay? But then we're going to take some products, typically, and add them together. We're going to end up with a sum. Super easy peasy. The only problem that people have when we do this is that we have to take a formula and then we have to do math with it. If I say nitric acid and you can't write down HNO3, you're going to get the math wrong. Do you understand? So, it's conceivably a problem, okay? Especially given your test results from Friday. Just saying. Now, best way to learn how to do is to do it. So, here we go. We are going to determine the formula mass for water. You need your periodic table handy. You need your calculator. Extreme high pressure situation for the next 19 class blocks. I ain't got time to baby you people anymore. Training wheels off. Hope you got your helmets on, because I'm sending you down the hill.
My dad did that to teach you.
And my dad did too. Took the training wheels off and went out the garage, driveway like this, end of the driveway, hill like this. Yeah.
I went into a ditch.
I skinned myself pretty bad. But then, if I got up, dust myself off, do it again.
Yeah.
That's how we roll. Alright, here we go. Oh, Joe Blevins, coming for you. Alright. Listen, all's fair in chemistry and popsicle sticks. Okay? It's random pulling of popsicle sticks. Determine formula mass for water, H2O. How many hydrogen atoms are in one H2O? How many hydrogen atoms are in there? 2. 2 hydrogens. Now, this is just how I write it, okay? Because this is how I sort of see it. I suggest you write it my way because it's a good way. But if you kind of see it a different way, that's okay. So I have 2 hydrogens, and then I use the @ symbol. Now, Joe Blevins, go to your periodic table, find hydrogen. Sorry, people watching this video, there's lawn mowing going on at the same time we're trying to have class. My apologies. Alright, Joe Blevins, what is the atomic weight or atomic mass for hydrogen? More specific.
1.0079.
Okay, 1.0079. Does everybody see that on the periodic table? Now, I need you to listen to my words. This would also be another source of error for some of you. Okay? When we are doing atomic mass, formula mass, molar mass, which we'll get to tomorrow, when we're doing all of this, if you are working with the atomic mass from the periodic table, for me, and this will serve you just fine on the SOL test. It will also serve you well in college chemistry. You want to take whatever mass you are given down, which means sometimes you have to round and pray to the Lord you do it correctly. Take it down to 2 decimal places. Okay? So just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to show it to you. You don't have to write this every time. I'm just showing it to you this one time. Okay? So this is what your periodic table says. You want to keep these 2. Do you understand? You want to keep 2 past the decimal. Which means this 7 does what to this 0? Makes it a 1. So the mass that you will work with for hydrogen is 1.01. You follow? And you'll need to do this every single time you look at the periodic table. Take it down to 2. Correctly rounding. Because if you round this incorrectly, if you just put 1.00, you're going to be off by 0.01 times 2. And you're wrong. You follow? Okay? So we have 2 hydrogens at 1.01 apiece. Now, this is where we need to do a little multiplication. So you grab your calculator, 1.01 times 2. Why? Because there's 2 of them. 2.02. Does everybody follow? So what happens is, we have 2 hydrogens at 1.01 apiece. So in a water molecule, the total mass for hydrogen is 2.02. Alright? How many oxygens do we have in here, Joe? 1 oxygen. We go to the periodic table, we find oxygen. 15.999. 15.999. We want to take it down to here. This 9 turns it to 16.00. Do you follow? Those of you that have rounding trouble, listen to my words and look at the board. Think about this as a whole number, 1,599. If this digit right here makes you have to go up 1, if you were counting 1,599, 1,600, do you understand? Oh, but this 9 becomes a 10, and this becomes a 10, and this becomes a 6, and then I make it 7.10. No. Think about like a whole number. You follow? Okay? So we have 1 oxygen at 16. Now, what did we say for atomic mass? Formula mass. It is the what? The sum. And what is the unit?
AMU.
So what is the formula mass for water? 18.02 AMU. Yeah? Can you appreciate that if I say what's the formula mass for water and you can't correctly give me H2O, you can't do this? You can do it, but it's going to be on a wrong formula. Do you understand? Good blood and you're off the hook. Were you sweating?
Yeah.
Shoemake, you're up. Periodic table in your hand. SO2 is what we're working with. How many sulfurs are in this? Shoemake. 1 sulfur. Go to periodic table, find sulfur. 32.064. What is the rounded to 2 decimal places mass for sulfur?
32.06.
Good. Shoemate, how many oxygens are in there?
2.
What is the rounded to 2 decimal places?
16.0.
Good. What is this? It is multiplication, so what is this product? 2 of them at 16 each. Yes? Are you following the math? Okay. So then we're going to add, excuse me, 64.06 what? Shoemate? Good. That is the formula mass. That's a 6. Formula mass for sulfur dioxide. Yes? You better get yourself a correct formula straight away. Training wheels off. Go. Write the formula. Focus and listen. Ammonium sulfate. Are there prefixes in the name? Mono, di, tri, penta, hepta? No. So we crisscross, drop, and reduce. Ammonium is NH4, 1 plus charge. Sulfate, SO4, 2 minus charge. This 2 comes here. This 1 goes here. Yeah? If you can't do this, you're in trouble. Do you appreciate that? Alright. Now, we haven't had one like this. We haven't evaluated a formula unit yet, like this. What does this 2 mean? There's 2 of what? There's 2 of everything in there, yes? Okay? So, how many nitrogens are in this thing? 2 nitrogens. Does everybody understand that? Because there's 2 of all of this in there. So there's 2 nitrogens. Oh. Hey, Hawks. Hey, baby girl, sweet girl. I'll send her mom a message on Facebook. Tell her I called her in class today. Stamper! Woohoo! Alright, Stamper, find nitrogen. Rounded to 2 decimal places, what is our mass for nitrogen? 14.01. Good. 14.01 times 2 of them. 28.02. With me? Okay? Anybody? How many hydrogens? 8. Does everybody get that? Because I've got 2 H4s. Look at it. I've got 2 of everything in there. So I have H4 times 2, which is like H8, which is 8. Yes? Okay? So I have 8 hydrogens. Stamper, what's our hydrogen? 1.01. Good. Stamper, how many sulfurs? 1. Do you see why? All right, Stamper, how many oxygens? 4. Good. And what's the mass for oxygen? 16.00. Good.
Isn't sulfur?
Is it not 32 even?
32.06.
You're right. My bad. My bad! Oh, Lord. I'm not even going to try to erase that. That's my bad. That's what happens when I get going fast. Thank you for the correction, Michael. Alright, so 28.02 plus 8.08 plus 32.06 plus 64.00, enter. 132.16, Stamper, unit? A unit. Good. Harris, no, not a good time. There will be time shortly.
He's bad.
Is there another one? Round. Look at that. Look at that mess. Okay. Alright. Do you guys feel like you could try some on your own?
Yeah.
Yes? Using your notes. It's not quiz situation. This is just some practice?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so here we go.
Oh my.
Oh, Lord, there's 7 of them. Quit your belly aching. Good gracious. Alright, get these copied. Bradley.
Yes, ma'am.
As soon as you write this down, you can go.
It's so hot. Yeah.
If you're working on this outside of class time, the video is going to stop. We're going to work on it. There'll be another video when we come back and go over it. Peace out.